Episode 74, Amy.
Woo! Third one we're recording today.
We're really good.
Yeah.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Amy.
And we are on the
hunt.
We are a comedy paranormal podcast.
Yes.
We talk about spooky things in a not spooky way.
In a not spooky way.
In a silly
fear
way.
not.
Yes, if you're scared of things, don't worry. This isn't scary.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes we talk about, decomposition.
But we make it less scary by being stupid.
That's true. Unintentionally
Very
stupid.
unintentionally. That's just who we are.
It is who we are.
I think at this point, if you've actually been listening all along and made it to episode 74, you realize this is not a shtick.
No.
This is who we are.
Yep. So if you're listening, you can please rate, review, and subscribe. That really helps us out, especially on Apple Podcasts. Share with your friends. We appreciate it. Go to our website. All our stuff is linked there. Our merch, stickers, all that good stuff.
Yes. Which is on the hunt.
Podcast.com.
Yep. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
All the stuff. We have a Facebook discussion group.
We do.
I've
been trying to get better about putting stuff in there.
We're great.
Yeah.
Okay.
I posted that glitch in the Matrix thing.
That was good. I liked it.
Well, it was very timely.
It was.
Because that was your episode that particular week.
It was.
I posted it, which was 3
last
weeks
week.
ago.
3
weeks ago.
We're in the
Or
past.
4 weeks ago. I don't know.
Anyway, we're in the past.
Yeah. But we're in the future. But
when you're listening, we're in the past.
We're in the past while you're listening. But we're in your future. No. That's not right either. We're never in the future. What am I doing?
No, we are in the past. Anyway, Jesus. Oh my God, let's do this, shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Shall we?
We gotta wrap this up. This is ridiculous. Wrap it up. We're 2 minutes in.
End it. End it, please. Okay, I'm doing.
Just having technical difficulties.
I'm doing a haunted building.
Okay.
Technically, a haunted apartment. 255A Sackett Street in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Here we go. This is from ghosttheory.com. An article written by Xavier. That's all.
One name, like Cher.
It has 0 comments.
Madonna.
But anyway. Okay, here we go. From the outside, it's again a black background, white writing, as are all
the best
of our websites. From the outside, 455A. Wait, is that what I said before? I feel like I said a different number. I did. I said 255. Well, Oh, it's 455. I'm dumb.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, proving our earlier point, 455A. From the outside, 455A Sackett seems like an ordinary Brooklyn brownstone. Unassuming and uninviting, you wouldn't look twice at the building if you were to pass by. However, to those few people that know, there is a dark history associated with the building. A history of unexplained fires, disembodied voices of children, and other unimaginable tragedies has plagued the building and several former tenants. On April of 1998, Jane and her family moved into the brownstone, unaware of its dark history. Now, this is Jane. Some of this... Oh, you're fine. Some of this is really terrible. Trigger warning for sexual assault. I didn't even know this because I haven't read this article until...
Wait, is this the one with the little girl?
I don't know.
Okay. Because if so, I've done this one. I know I did an apartment in New York at one point.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know if it was
God. Should we pause and look?
No, just roll with it.
Okay.
Nobody remembers
I don't know if it's a little girl. 14-year-old girl? Is that little to you?
Maybe.
Okay.
Like they found, like family services showed up and found. I don't know. Just read it.
So.
Okay. Who cares anyways?
But listen, do you care? Nobody cares. Here we go. This is Jane. I wrote briefly about this I wrote about this briefly in a prior article in 2001. Wow, I mean, that wouldn't be very long after it. To recap, we moved into 455A Sackett Street when I was 14 years old on April 1st, 1998. So how old is she now? 99, 2014, 15, 17. She's still very young. From the moment we moved in, something was so not right. It was an incredibly dark apartment, though we should have been thrilled because it was the first apartment we'd ever had with more than one floor. There were 3 floors, including the basement, and it was nice. Did that just say dude? Why?
Actually, I was trying to check our links to see what my thing was, and I don't know why it took me to a TikTok.
Dude, are you checking on the hot topics?
Yeah.
Well, let's just look. I have it pulled up right here. Do 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 do.
I gotta go to see
Amy topics. Okay, let's look here. Seances, telepathy. I mean. Haunted Hannibal, Goatman, Grim Reaper. Oh, instead of abduction, I wrote on here subduction of Travis Walton. I don't see anything about an apartment.
Okay.
I don't see any of that.
Did I just read something like that?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who knows? It doesn't even matter, like we said.
It doesn't.
Okay. There were 3 floors, including the basement, and it was nice if you could ignore the feeling of someone standing just behind you or staring at you wherever you went.
Ew. I don't like that.
This is absolutely horrifying, so prepare yourself. Within 2 weeks of moving in, I was raped in my bedroom by a man from the neighborhood. What?
Ew.
The hell?
Yeah, no, that wasn't in my story.
An elderly woman who'd lived right next door for most of our life informed us that no one had occupied our apartment for more than a year at a time since as long as she could remember. She also related that terrible tragedies befell all the people who lived there within only a few weeks of moving in and continuing through the day they moved out. That poor woman, this poor child. Though we all had eerie feelings in the apartment, we'd not noticed anything too weird. The apartment was very uninviting, cold, and damp. We tried to decorate it, warm it up a little, but nothing helped. Another thing was that no matter what we did, we could not get a phone installed. We had the phone company over about 4 times to fix the wires, but no matter what they did, we could get absolutely nothing, not even static. So we were very isolated.
Landlines, am I right?
Right. After that, my neighbor confided in us that strange things have always gone on in my building. In the 30s or 40s, a fire had killed a little boy within a month of the family moving in. That's terrible. In the 60s, a couple were, quote-unquote, whacked by the mob because of some insidious affair. There were no records because the church's records had been burned in a fire, so we couldn't get any more information than what people said. There were other things that happened. A friend of mine coming into my apartment saw a little boy in burnt rags staring at her in my bathroom mirror. She ran out crying and refused to set foot in my door again.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Another friend who slept over, note both friends were not told of our experiences, and awoke in the middle of the night swearing that she saw a woman walk into my room through the door. Yikes. We moved out a year to the day later, as soon as we could find a new apartment. We found out some more after that. The people that moved in after us tried to renovate the basement and found the body of a little boy in the wall.
Stop putting bodies in walls. Yikes.
That's terrible. They left suddenly one night not too long after and never returned.
Well, I would have left that day or night or whatever that was. And I'd soon after I'd be like, body and wall out.
Goodbye.
I mean, I'll call the cops first.
Yes, and then take my belongings, what I can put in one bag.
And I better get my security deposit back.
That's right. You're damn right. They left. Okay. Another couple moved in and left as inexplicably as the last, and so on and so forth to this day. Since then, we met a woman whom had gone to my mother's office. She's a nurse that works in a doctor's office. Because of a nervous condition. My mother noticed the address on her insurance card didn't match the one listed, and the woman explained she had only lived at 455A Sackett Street for a few months and had to leave because her mother had died along with various other tragedies from the first week of moving in. My mom asked if the woman ever noticed anything weird, while the woman explained exactly what we had gone through, which maybe was perhaps the cause of her condition. We're all fine now, happy to be out of there, and we've moved on. We still see our old neighbor once in a while, and she always says the best thing we ever did was move out of that godforsaken house. Needless to say, we agree. We've not been haunted since, and life is good. If there is one thing we learned, I'd say it was to trust our instincts. If you get horrible vibes from a place, don't put it off as folly. It might just save you a whole lot of trouble.
Good advice.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving out of the brownstone, Jane and her family resumed their normal lives. Years later, Jane would post her story in an online forum, only to have another former tenant reply with their own harrowing experience inside the house. That comment said, I lived in that house for 3 years in 2003. It was the creepiest place ever. I had the room that I think was your brother's. It was the size of a small closet. The ceiling still had a bad patch job from where the ceiling probably fell in before. There were also...
You could just patch that? I would think you would replace the entire ceiling.
Nope, just a patch. There were also remnants of the fire, like still? Like ashes?
Who is the landlord of this place? They are a slumlords.
I had to remove the radiator from the tiny room, and there was a ton of soot behind it. Ugh. What? I mean, that is
I don't understand how radiators work.
Well, that's like the metal.
Well, I know what it is,
Yeah.
but it leaves soot behind?
No, it's for the fire.
Oh. See, I don't know how radiators work.
That'd be really dangerous.
That's why I was saying no.
It's just like on burning the wall. Just don't touch it.
That happened once when my parents were still married. So it was 100 years ago. My mom forgot to close the damper or whatever on our wood stove.
Oh my God.
And she got up in the middle of the night and we had wood paneled walls and they were red.
Oh.
From the heat
Oh
from the
my
wood
God.
stove. So it's a miracle we didn't all die in a fire.
I mean,
that night.
honestly. Okay. Where was I? Back to this lady with the radiator. I never felt safe in that place. Under the porch in the back, there was a small storage room. The entrance was outside under the porch. Me and my roommates went in after the door popped open one day. Ugh. There was a kneeler altar-like thing, and no joke, a pair of girls' roller skates with caked on blood and a small boy's clothes. We called it the goat hole. Like, why?
Not what I would have went with.
No. We would have called it the sugar shack. Yeah. Call back.
Or the pie hole if I've got a
goat hole. The people that moved in after us completely gutted and renovated it, and I can only imagine what they found in there. It's still on the market, apparently. I'm going to go over to another article now from Brooklyn. Get it? It's like a play on words.
So clever.
Which takes us to the 10 most haunted place in Brooklyn. And then there's a picture here of just like a child
in a sheet,
which is great. Let's see here. Just seeing if this article had anything else on it. I don't think it does. 10 minutes.
What's going on with Amazon Music? I just got an update. Here's the latest from On the Haunt. Okay. I just got that 2 minutes ago. Today's Thursday. These come out on Sundays.
Do you follow it on Amazon Music?
I don't know how to do that, but it knows I listen to them occasionally.
On Amazon? It must be what it is. Okay, I thought that... Hold on, now I'm going to yourghoststories.com. Tormented in Brooklyn. This is from Jane. This is literally the article I just read.
Never mind.
Well, here's some comments from Jane's story. Wow, cool story. Just did a Google search on this address and the Zillow estimate is over $3 million. For that kind of money, there'd better be a really good spiritual cleanse. God.
Well, the Brownsville, New York, I imagine, or Brooklyn, I imagine that's just what they go for.
Right. Just Curious says, wow, this story is great. I couldn't stop reading once I started. The whole part about the people finding the boy's body in the wall is just crazy, to say the least.
Yeah, the absolute least you could say about that.
How about tragic?
Yes. Horrific. Cold case. Unsolved murder. Do we know who he is?
Child side. What's it called when you kill a child? Patricide is a dad. I don't know.
Murder? Murder of a child?
Homicide. I don't know what I would have done if I was living in a place like that and found a body in the wall like that. Well, you would have left.
Yeah.
They would have made it a crime scene. Just curious, you piece of crap. Maybe it was supposed to be the body of the boy that was burned in the fire. What? No, I mean, if it was burned, they would have...
I mean, you wouldn't have found the body. It would have just been burned. It wouldn't have been buried in a wall.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense.
Yeah,
Shut-
stupid.
Quit up, you
I'm
armchair
leaving away. I'm leaving. They ended it. Peace. Just curious. This person's so stupid. Valerina says, I used to live in that neighborhood on Carroll. What a scary story. I see that place has been totally renovated and is for rent again. I hope they did a spiritual cleanse. Yuck. I mean, that's the scary thing about moving into places.
Yeah, you
like,
just don't know.
Yeah.
And they don't legally have to disclose.
Yeah, what's up with that? This person signed theirs, Goddess bless. I love people are so great. Can you imagine saying that to someone? I mean, go for it.
Yeah.
You know, what do you? It's just great. This person says, I'm trying to get a hold of the author of this article. Please email me ASAP. Can you leave her alone?
Yeah.
God.
And why?
Yeah, leave Jane alone.
If you're trying to email her, just give her a chance to check her email. What do you...
Hi, this is from Chicano. Is that a slur? 457. I don't know either, but that's their username. So, hi, I believe your story. I don't believe this woman and little kid were the same person that was burned or whoever the woman was. What are you talking about? I believe that there are evil spirits that work together with the devil to fool us to thinking that they're seeing at the kid that was burned up, not knowing it's just a demon acting like the kid Jesus Christ called the devil and the princess of this world.
What?
I'm gonna pee.
They don't know anything about anything. They clearly are not expert paranormal.
I will
people
say
like us.
that I do believe so here's
Yes, but you can articulate it.
not to the princess of this world. Me, Mom? I do believe that demons can trick you
Oh,
and
100%.
pretend to be a kid.
Yeah.
I'm a kid.
Like Annabelle.
Like Annabelle.
Prime example.
Which was not that scary of a doll in real life.
No, Raggedy
you-
Ann. Well, I mean,
With its floppy.
any doll that's moving on its own, I'm
I'm trying to
peace
strangle you
out.
with its
little
fabric.
foam hands.
It's like the little hand SNL skit.
Yes, with Kristen Wiig.
So great. It's just around your neck. You're like, get off.
You're not doing. You're just like maybe
Tickling.
irritating my skin.
Your gentle tickle.
Feels pretty good. Could you do that on my back?
Annabelle's so mad because she can't.
You could just like flick her hand off, like, oh, okay.
You totally can't.
Whatever. I can't. I shouldn't laugh. I don't know how I would react if I woke up and freaking Annabelle.
You know exactly how you would react. It'd be.
I would die of a heart attack immediately.
Oh my god! It'd be the funniest.
Save your strength, Annabelle. I'll just kill my. I'll
Oh my
just die
God.
by natural causes here. My heart will stop beating.
Oh my god, that's freaking amazing. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna look at one more thing here because I think that might be all my story has. It was a short one. There's tons of YouTube videos about this. Well, here's one. Oh. Is this okay? I'm sorry. A bunch of I'm now at the Brooklyn Public Library, and there's a bunch of newspaper articles, but none of it is about this. So, anyway, have you ever lived in a haunted apartment? This may be a very short episode.
Yeah, mine's pretty short too, but that's okay.
Hey,
this
maybe
is
you
the third
had
one we've done today.
and maybe you've had a short commute.
Yeah.
Are you
Yay
just
for you.
Are you just going to mail back some
Yeah.
cursed glass?
We did this for you because we know what it's like to have to like pull in your garage and just like not shut the door and sit there and listen because you're like on the edge of your seat. What's happening next? Because that's what we give the people.
Yeah. I don't want to see a burning person ghost.
Yeah. All right. My story is from Atlas Obscura.
Oh, God, I
We
love Atlas Obscura.
It's by Natalie Zarell. It's an article from April 21st of 2017. The title is A Painting of a Crying Boy Was Blamed for a Series of Fires in the 80s. It's a very long
Chris
title.
is coming in his own house.
Okay. How dare he?
Should we shut the door?
Sure.
Amy's shutting the door. We're so awkward. We're in someone else's house. And he came home.
Shutting the door is probably louder than just
honestly.
kept rolling. Okay.
We're back.
We're back.
I never left.
To add
Let's
this
touch our
obscure
toes together under
Sorry.
I've
been trying to pick at this stupid
wart
scab.
God, don't touch me with your wart feet.
Well, look at that. It's like,
Oh God, she's
look at what
showing
it's
me.
turned into. Like, isn't that terrible?
Oh,
I'm like, I'm
does
gonna
it
have to go back
hurt?
for a third treatment. No, it doesn't hurt at all.
Well, good. I'd be picking at that too. It'd be hard not
Yeah,
to.
because if I can get it to all come off, I don't have to go back in July for my third treatment.
yeah, so she's picking.
I've got like a emery board, like with a real coarse grade on it. She even told me I could use sandpaper. Oh my God. What am I, like a freaking 18th century witch? Like, I don't know. I just imagine they all have like hammer toes and stuff.
Tons
Those
of warts.
pointed shoes, man.
All the
warty feet.
Those pointed shoes, for real,
Yeah.
man. They didn't have comfortable socks.
No. Okay.
Amy's
Here
a
we go.
witch with her warty
I am.
feet.
In the middle of the night, in Thatcher-era England, a home in South Yorkshire succumbed to a fire. The lounge...
Lots of fires in this
there really
episode.
were. Oh, I thought you meant back in those days.
I mean that
Like,
also.
well, it was really hard to respond to a fire.
And
back
everyone
then. Everyone just
was-
had buckets of water. That was it.
I almost said everyone was made of wood.
The 2-year-olds were striking matches. It was just chaos.
I didn't even. This is gonna make me sound really dumb. I didn't know they had matches. I'm sure that's all they had.
Yeah, they cooked on open fire. Like, do you ever
I know,
watch
I
Little
just
House on the
didn't
Prairie?
Imagine they had matches. I don't know what. I imagine they
It took so long to strike those
whittling.
two rocks together.
They're just like whittling their.
Oh,
You know the wood.
I would have starved to death.
Yeah. Well, duh.
Or just died from eating raw meat.
Or become a vegetarian.
No, even then, I want my stuff cooked.
Yeah.
All right, so the lounge room was charred black, drapes and furniture reduced to ash. The owners of the home, Ron and May Hall, lost nearly everything to the blaze except one item, a painting of a crying boy. His wide eyes looking out from the wreckage, not
Why
even
would you want
blackened
that?
by the smoke.
Why would you want a painting of a
I have
crying
some really
boy?
creepy paintings at
But
my
a crying
house.
boy? It's kind of sad.
Yeah. One of mine might be crying. I have like a set of these like big-eyed children.
No.
I bought them at an antique store. Keaton said they were going to come to life and murder us all in our sleep. So I
Well, they
obviously
may.
I bought them.
This is you. This is a
Yes.
story about you.
This wasn't the first time a picture of a crying boy had been found amid the ashes of a torched home. On September 4th, 1985, British tabloid The Sun, legit, published Blazing Curse of the Crying Boy Picture! Exclamation point.
British
Yes,
tabloids.
they're so sensationalized.
Oh my god.
A story about a very unlucky painting that caused fires supported the comments of a local fire station officer. These paintings, the firefighter said, turned up mysteriously unscathed in fires across the UK, all of which started spontaneously. It was well known. He would never think of owning this cursed painting himself. The couple had laughed off warnings that their painting was cursed, wrote The Sun. Let all other heed the warning and get rid of their own giant paintings of crying children immediately.
Who's the painter of this?
Who's the artist? Give them credit.
It'd be interesting to know.
Or are they all separate paintings?
Did they? Yeah. Maybe there's one guy who just paints all these
is this,
sad.
what's it called? Forgery.
Oh yeah.
Stop forging other people's art.
Quit forging Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Which is a thing.
If like that documentary of that lady.
That's so great.
Yeah, I mean, good for her though. They fooled all the expert. If you're an expert
Yes.
and you can't tell, then either you suck at your job
you're not
or
an expert.
she's amazing.
Yeah, you're literally not an expert. But like the aging of paintings.
Yeah.
How did I don't know.
I don't know. There was like a whole process they did to like age the stuff and everything.
Smart.
Well, like that guy that on the Murder Among Mormons or whatever, that like forged all those documents.
From John Smith or whatever.
Yeah,
his
then
name
they got caught because like someone went to just like a printing press and the guy was like, "Yeah, I made that for him." What?
What about it? Oh, these are amazingly special
this was supposed
religious
to be-
relics.
What was his name? Joseph.
Salamander papers.
Yeah,
Joseph Smith.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Have you watched Keep Sweet?
No, is it a documentary or is it
Yes.
a? Okay, I couldn't tell if it was a documentary or a miniseries.
It's a documentary
I-
on Netflix. I mean, I already thought Warren Jeffs was disgusting, horrible, awful human being, but this has like actual victim, like child brides as adults on there talking. So it's good that they're given a voice.
Yeah.
And now
So is this the second thing called Keep Sweet?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm confusing this with something else then. No, it's not. I'm sure it's not.
Okay.
Because why would there be two? That's stupid.
I mean, that was like their motto
Ew.
for like young girls. So it's possible it was a title and something else.
Because I feel like TCO did it. Keep sweet.
And maybe Netflix just now, I don't know if it's a Netflix originals or if Netflix just started airing it. It could be from something else. I don't know. But I watched it the other day. It was very upsetting.
I hate him.
I'm glad he's rotting in prison.
Yeah, he's disgusting.
Yes. If the fact, I just jumped right back in, that paintings of crying kids,
brides.
yes, were hung in the living rooms of multiple households make you double take, you're not alone. The paintings,
You're just an Amy Johnston's house.
an odd relic of mass-printed art, were readily available in stores during the 1950s and 70s, and
Everything was sad then.
yes, and tended to appeal to young couples.
What?
Well, children crying
To
is
like dissuade them
it's
from
like our
having
thing.
children?
That was the hipster thing back then.
Weird.
While the paintings have not been reprinted for decades, their bizarre subject matter and backstory have kept the legend going. From copy-pasted internet legends, hello, Exhibit A.
Me and Amy are copy-paste
We
legends.
are. Put that on my tombstone, please. To books of folklore, here lies a copy-paste legend.
Dairy.
Also, like, just stealing other people's work.
Plagiarist.
But I'm giving them credit, so I'm not really.
It's not plagiarism.
Plagiarism is when
You pretend it's yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything I say is in quotes. Just know that.
Yes,
It goes
yes.
without saying.
Title of this episode: Copy Paste Legends.
Yes, for sure. The legend of the crying boy painting seems to have begun with the sun, fueled by the obscurity of the crying boy painting's artist.
I have no idea what you just said.
I have no
Like
idea.
you
what
had
I
a
just-
stroke. God. What was happening?
No.
You were really enunciating every syllable.
I thought it was going to be hard.
I don't
Did
understand.
you say syllable?
Yeah, on purpose. I
Oh.
know it's not syllable. Yee.
Sybil Shepherd? We're
easy.
slapping. Well, they are. Listen, I stand by that argument.
That's one of the funniest things that's ever happened to me in my life. And then I say, it's like when your grandma says something, and then you say, what's the thing your mom says?
Tex Suave.
Nietzsche, what the hell? And you're like, there's no V.
No.
Wait. Yeah, there is.
There is, but it's the
There's no W.
Yeah, it's not suave like the cheap shampoo.
Or like John Travolta in Greece. I don't know.
Or Rico Suave. Oh, eh, oh, eh. Do you know that song by Gerardo?
Oh.
Well, I'm sorry for you. Because it's a real toe tapper.
Have you... You are the weirdest person I've ever met.
Thank you. That was a compliment. Okay.
Oh,
Rico Suave.
is he Latin?
Yeah, his name's Gerardo.
Okay.
He has like really long hair.
Great.
He was like the Fabio of the Latin world.
Is he a singer?
I think he was like a one-hit wonder.
Okay, now I'm Googling
Okay.
that.
Okay, I'm going to reread that sentence that got
Giving
this all
that a
started.
goog.
The legend of the crying boy painting seems to have begun with the sun, fueled by the obscurity of the crying boy painting's artist. There, that makes more sense. Well, there's like a hyphen in there. I'm like, why are they hyphenating crying boy? See, that threw my game off.
Yeah. How do you spell Rico?
R-I-C-O?
All right.
Suave. Which I think is just suave.
Oh my God, here he is.
He rolls his tongue too. It's like, rico suave.
I mean, is this him?
Yeah.
I mean, he's really hot.
Where does I know, right?
I only looked at his abs. His face is fine. Oh God, here's his hair.
I told you he had long, luxurious hair. I told you he was a Fabio.
Wearing earrings.
Did I say he was a Fabio of the Latin world? Was Fabio Latino?
No.
He was Fabio. What is
what?
My mom bought me a Fabio calendar one year for my birthday.
God, that's
no,
he's
Mom.
Italian. Fabio's Italian.
Oh, okay.
That's really creepy. I like how it says when you Google Fabio, it says people also search for Richard Simmons.
No, but remember when that?
Not at all.
Remember when that bird hit Fabio in the face on that roller coaster? That was great.
What? A bird hit Fabio?
Yes, that happened.
Roller.
Am I making this up? I know this happened.
I mean, you
this
knew
happened.
Oh God, March 30th, 1999. Fabio gets hit by a goose. Oh my God, geese are so
big. They're really big.
There's a video.
And if you're on a roller coaster, there's nothing you can do.
Oh my God, there's a video.
Oh, stop it.
There's a video. Is this him? Oh my God. Oh, there he is. Hold on. Okay, we're watching this now.
Fabio.
Oh my God.
Remember when he used to do that? I can't believe it's not butter. Oh, look at him. He's even flipping his hair there.
Oh God. They're going on the roller coaster. It's starting.
Going up the part.
Everyone knows that, you know.
Oh, I thought you were telling me to stop describing it. No, everyone knows that.
I mean, they can't see this, but everyone can relate to that sound. Are they going to show the goose hitting it?
I have no idea.
Is he in the front? Oh, God!
The blood!
Oh, my God! Look at that girl next to me. He's like, this is how I make my money from my face. Oh, my God.
I wonder, when it happened on the ride, because it's like when Carter passed out.
Why are these women dressed like Grecian goddesses?
Today, just to say, it's like it was a miracle, but it wasn't a freak accident, and it's going to happen again. And, I cannot live with my conscience knowing that the ride is still running. And maybe, a person or even a child can be killed.
Oh my God. Well, thank you, Fabio, for your words of wisdom.
He said it was a miracle? That a goose hit him.
Did it, shut the ride down or something? I guess maybe.
Well, here's the thing. That could happen to anyone at any time.
That's a prime example of taking one for the team.
I don't get why everyone else on that ride was wearing a toga. I'm so confused.
Or they looked like
he's not
people from Keep Sweet. Were they allowed to go?
Poor Fabio. It looked very traumatic.
Yeah, it really did.
But damn, I'm really sad we didn't get to see it happen.
I know, right? It should have been like when they snapped the picture of you on the ride, like that one of those moments. But that's
Fabio. And the women next to him were just horrified. Yeah, they were so uncomfortable.
Well, they're like, I'm wearing white and you're bleeding everywhere. Great.
Dude, don't get that on my toga.
No, say that. After the beginning of the ride, they're like, oh my God, we're sitting next to Fabio. Ah.
And then they're like, you guys,
don't you bleed on me?
Geese are so big.
Why did the goose
Well, you know how they always have lakes or river, or ponds at parks
but
that?
a roller coaster's super loud.
And
first
fast.
of all, you had to know it was flying into something. Maybe it was wounded.
Too late. Well, now
I'm
it is.
sure he was dead after that.
I'm surprised it wasn't on him. Did it fly back and hit someone back?
I would be like, I want
train?
that mounted. That was a souvenir.
Fabio's. He was picking feathers off himself. God. Oh, the internet is a glorious place.
And my brain. Because I remembered that.
So far today, because we're recording 3 episodes, Amy remembered Fabio getting hit in the face with a goose, a dead rap star being held upright at a club.
Rico Suave.
I mean,
STP oil. And Stone Temple Pilots.
But then just a normal question. Amy, when did World War I begin? Nope. 0.
Do you know what it means?
No, absolutely not. Well, I'm not telling you. I'm not saying I'm better than you. I'm just commiserating.
This is a vault for
trivia.
pulp culture. Pulp pop culture.
And pulp.
I can't do 3 of these.
Pulp culture. Pulp fiction, maybe?
Pulp free orange juice. The only way. If you're drinking orange juice with pulp in it, get away from me. You're not a part of my circle. I can't. Who chooses that?
You are a monster. Who just wants to take a drink of juice full
Reevaluate
of
all your breakfast decisions.
It's so nasty.
It really is.
That's sick.
I just imagine just sticking to the roof of your mouth.
I'm gonna gag. Use the pulp culture.
You knew what I meant.
Jesus, help us.
Well, I was also pointing at my head. I don't multitask well. I can't talk and
Pulp. Right up here.
I can't pantomime and talk. God, which you're not supposed to talk when you pantomime. Maybe that's why. Okay.
That's just called gesturing, Amy. She's really trying hard to tell you about her intelligence with the word pantomime. And then you just shat on all the pulp-loving orange juice fans.
It is gross.
Oh, I agree. It's absolutely disgusting.
I don't know why it's even an option in the grocery store.
Well, there are some people...
Are there benefits from it?
No.
Then
You're
I
just
don't
shatting
get it.
out pulp. Wouldn't you?
I don't know how the digestive system works with pulp. Is it like corn?
There's not like a magic schoolhouse or magic
Well, there should be.
episode
It's all
of the pulp digestion. Well, there's that one where they go inside Benny's body or whatever. Why am I talking
I don't
about
know.
this?
Can we just okay?
Yes, you
I don't even know what am I talking about. Oh, pictures of crying children. Every photo of my children from
Fabio
ages
from
1
this.
and up. I don't even know how that happened. Gerardo, Erica Gerardi.
No, Rico
Gerardo.
Fabio.
But I went from
No, Rico Suave.
Yeah.
Which is just suave. Rico Suave.
But it's more like impressive when you put it A.
This is embarrassing. This lives on forever.
Nothing ever disappears from the internet.
No,
I tell my children this all the
culture
time.
lives on for eternity. After we are dead,
It's a shame we already
standing-
had the title.
hopefully we will be standing up in this prayer closet.
In our
They just-
Burger King crowns.
They just, Mandy and Chris just keep us in here.
And Jamie and the boys can do the taxidermy work, probably.
No, we probably should. Oh, gross.
Well, I mean, they do waterfowl.
Please take away our wrinkles and.
I'll end up being like Fabio being attacked by a goose, but it's in Deadwood. Every time I go put Carter's laundry away from him, which I normally don't do, but he's been working so much I have lately, he's got this stupid mounted fish on a wall that's always in the exact same spot. And I hit my head on it every time because it's on this giant piece of driftwood, and then the fish attacks me. It's a process. It's very upsetting.
I think we should title this Pulp Culture for sure. I mean, it's magical. Pulp Culture. Okay, get off it.
Yeah, that's our new catchphrase. I can't. The
I'm actually concerned for you.
I'm concerned for me too. I might be having a heat stroke.
Turn up the
Like
fan.
a
No,
residual
don't.
heat stroke from yesterday, maybe. I don't know. I have to mow later today. Puke.
Just don't pee your pants.
I might, and I'm not going to tell anybody. So whoever's next
who
on the
cares?
mower, that's your little surprise.
That's your
my
problem.
parting gift.
Okay.
The artworks bear the prominent signature of one Giovanni Bragolin, but for quite some time, no one could find information about the man. Well, poor Giovanni. Rumors abounded. He painted hundreds of crying children. Like, were they
What
like
happened to
actual
you?
children though? Why was he? How was he making them cry?
What
Stop.
happened to him as a child?
Many of them were street urchins. It was said.
That's not
In
okay.
either Italy or Spain.
Why are they called street urchins? Isn't
That's
urchin a
terrible.
sea creature?
Yeah, but I think it was to be like a derogatory.
Oh, because
term.
urchins, like, don't they stick on things?
Yeah.
Oh, I never got that until right now.
You're welcome. Go ahead and laugh at me some more. I'm very educational. Which all I did was agree with what you asked, but whatever.
Yeah, I was just
so
saying, I think I
welcome.
came to that conclusion on my own. But I'll give you
But I
credit.
confirmed it, so you know.
Yeah, or else I'd just be here questioning myself for hours.
Finally, a 2000 book of creepy stories called Haunted Liverpool claimed that in 1995, a well-respected school teacher called George Mallory discovered that the painter was actually a mysterious figure named Franchot Seville. The following backstory from 2000 seems to be a mashup of reportage from The Sun and Mallory. One of the urchins he painted was a boy named Don Bonillo, who accidentally started a fire in which his parents died in Spain.
Oh, gosh.
From then on, wherever the boy went, a fire followed.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe he was a pyromaniac, prompting his nickname, Diablo.
That's not nice.
God.
Maybe
he's
Especially since his parents died.
Yeah, maybe he's just like in the wrong place at the wrong time all the time.
Well, what's that? There are people, fire starters, where they
that's
think
a
your
great
brains.
movie. Haven't they turned that into like a series on
I think I
something
just
now?
saw it. That's why it came to my mind.
Yeah, it can't be as good as the Drew Barrymore original. Some believe the boy was adopted against the will of a priest. What? It was abused by the painter.
Or the priest.
Yeah, maybe both.
Oh, God.
But I'm thinking is that saying he was like adopted by the painter though?
Why does it say he was adopted against his will by the priest?
Against the will of a priest and was abused by the painter.
I don't like any of that.
I don't either. Maybe he was like, no, I'm out here on the streets. I'm fine. The priest is like, oh, you're getting adopted.
And you're like, who are you to tell
Yeah,
me what
stop
you do?
it. Mind your
sir?
own business.
Keep your hands off my body.
In the 1970s, the boy was consumed by fire as well.
Oh,
in an
God.
explosion caused by a car accident.
What?
Jeez.
Was he in the car?
I guess.
Or on the street?
Oh, I guess either.
Lord.
According to journalist Dr. David Clark, who researched the crying boy legend for Fortean Times, and on his website, this legend has more than a few holes. Giovanni Bragolin and Seville seem to have been one of a few pseudonyms for Spanish painter Bruno Amadio, and Clark could not find evidence that George Mallory nor Don Bonillo ever existed. Amadio likely painted 20 to 30 of these crying boys after training in Venice after World War II, prints of which were sold in department stores through the 1970s.
Of course they were.
Please come to Macy's and buy old crying boy
Probably in a
painting.
pink frame with
For
gold
sure.
edging.
Specs.
Yes, and specs. Why?
Another artist, Anna Zinkgeisen, had a similar series of crying children paintings that were regarded as equally cursed. The Martians Have Landed. Robert Bartholomew and Benjamin Radford. Oh, in The Martians
I
Have
was like,
Landed.
what? Did they say that?
I'm just giving an update of current events.
Update, the Martians have landed. Moving back on.
So anyways, that was the title of something.
We-
Robert Bartholomew. They have not landed. It's okay. This is not a War of the Worlds
No, I
situation.
mean, they have.
folks.
They're
they're
amongst us.
but that wasn't what I was getting at.
See that person over there on your commute that's
Yeah.
not blinking?
And if that was me giving a news update, this doesn't air for 3 weeks, so you're screwed.
The Martians have
Robert
landed.
Bartholomew and Benjamin Radford reported that many people wrote to other newspapers in response to the Sun's coverage, including one woman who couldn't think of a reason such a lovely picture could suddenly be thought to be jinxed, yet wanted to toss it for safety's sake. Well, then you do believe it.
Yeah.
Despite skeptics' responses to the public's distress via interviews and open letters, the story held. A post on the website, the Committee for Skeptical Inquiry, check that out, says that the Sun added salient details, such as that the urchin was mistreated by the painter, with the explanation these fires could be the child's curse, his way of getting revenge. According to Clark, the Sun was competing for readers with the Daily Mirror when the opportunity to develop the story arose and the internet further grew the tale. Well, that's kind of how that works.
Yeah.
Comedian and writer Stephen Punt also explored the legend on his radio show, Pump P.I. Okay.
Pump?
Punt. His last name's Punt. Like football. Look, I know things. He attempted to track down the homes involved and found Jane McCutcheon, who had hung the print in her living room in the 1980s. McCutcheon, a mother of two, was cleaning her kitchen when she found that her handmade drapes, dang it, blinds and curtains were suddenly ablaze.
Oh my
I made
God.
those myself.
Oh my God.
Her family escaped alive, but her home had been destroyed, except for a single painting hung in her living room of the crying boy. You could still see the little boy's face in the painting, she told Punt. Later, she heard a firefighter who saw the painting say, "Oh no, not another." After what was described as a series of coincidences and bad luck.
In that neighborhood, everyone has one. Everyone went to that same
I feel like
Macy's.
it was the 80s, probably.
Everyone went to
There
that.
was no Etsy. You couldn't get some one-of-a-kind artwork.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you could at like an actual art gallery,
Right,
but
for $1 million.
who has that kind of money?
Right.
McCutcheon speculated that the painting was the cause, prompting her to get rid of it. Most of the fires had normal causes like cigarettes or unwieldy deep frying pans. Great.
Again, the 80s.
Yes, what a time. Since most of the myth surrounds the nearly unbelievable fire resistance of the painting, Punt bought a crying boy picture of his own. After being inexplicably delayed on his destination several times, Punt began to feel a bit nervous about the possible curse. When he tested its fire retardancy by setting it alight with construction researcher Martin Shipp,
Construction research?
I don't know what that job entails.
Me neither.
They found that beyond the string it hung from, it didn't really burn. While the lapel of the boy's jacket was singed and the painting suffered a hole, the damage stopped
That's
pretty
burn.
quickly.
That's burned.
Yeah. And were they just putting cigarettes on it?
Oh, Lord.
This may have been due to a fire retardant varnish, he and Shipp surmised, which could
Maybe.
easily account for why the painting would remain little touched in burned
Who
homes
would do?
across
Why
the
would they
UK.
do that though? The manufacturer. You
Yeah.
know?
During his own investigation, Clark also discovered that the painting was printed on compressed board, making it difficult to burn.
Oh.
Such explanations would not have sufficed in 1985. In the middle of the story's initial heyday, the Sun decided to take the legend further, requesting that the public send their crying boy paintings to them to be destroyed. According to the Sun's editor, the office got swamped in crying boy pictures. But the editor refused to display the paintings in the office himself.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah. Pictures of fire jinx, the paper reported. A week after its first article on the curse, the Sun published A Crying Boy Curse Strikes Again, though the painting under the headline was a completely different painting of a crying boy. The story was much the same. An ordinary fire turned creepy when an unscathed crying boy painting was found hanging in the house. The legend of the crying boy survived into the internet age and even sparked fan clubs.
What?
I mean, it takes all kinds.
It does.
If you search for this online today, you'll sadly find that the fan club dissolved. But evidence of its existence in 2002 is preserved on artist and coder Mario Klingemann's former blog, where there were discussions of crying boy painting sales and a Holland-based club.
The early internet was a glorious place.
Oh, there's chat rooms. Klingemann first got into the legend through the art of Laura Kakaka, who replaced the crying boy's eyes with red LEDs. Ew.
No.
And for him, the painting's weirdness is the allure.
We should get Chris. Well, no, maybe not.
Well, maybe
like
the ones
he'd
with
like-
LED lights don't burn anything down.
Yeah.
The legend is a nice add-on. I think as a child, when we do holidays in Italy back in the 70s, I'd also seen those pictures sold at some street booths. And I guess I found them quite peculiar back then, says Klingemann, who also created a crying boy tear generator.
Excuse me, what? That they like put behind the
I
painting?
guess. It's like those crying statues of Jesus.
Yeah.
Klingemann has collected several of the paintings, occasionally fielding requests to sell or buy from enthusiasts. Despite his fascination with the story, Klingemann maintains he does not believe in a curse. According to Gail Nina Anderson in her paper about art folklore, the crying boy legend grew quickly because everyone could participate. The paintings were cheap and easy to find. The crying boy painting legend became so widespread it grew to include all versions of similar paintings by various artists, including cursed paintings of crying girls. So,
Interesting.
I don't know. That's,
Creepy.
you know,
I liked it.
maybe it is, maybe it isn't.
Do you have one? Hopefully not.
Yeah, if so, you might want to rethink that.
Yeah, you might want to get rid of it. Okay, well, thank you for listening.
My mom, the cheapskate, texting me back. Well, is that movie showing at a matinee? She's like cheaper. You get your senior citizen discount, Mom. And you get the like refillable popcorn and like taking your own bags. She did that when my kids were little.
Oh my God.
She would take paper bags and plastic cups with lids and straws in. Get one large popcorn, large soda because you get free refills. Which whatever.
It is
I ain't even mad
expensive.
at her because that upsell on that's ridiculous.
Oh, it is.
And like she would go get refills like 3 times before the movies would even start because she like poured,
Yeah, and they can't say
she's so
nothing.
noisy like with her paper bags, dumping it for the kids and me, and then pouring soda into cups and then going and getting the refills.
great.
It was so funny.
It is expensive.
Life hack. You're welcome.
You'll spend $100 at a movie theater.
Easily.
Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
thank you for listening.
This to our drivel. We appreciate it.
We love you. Goodbye.
Bye. Maybe someday we'll be pulp culture.